Snufflings, it's Nico. It is the 25th of March. Holy crap. Well, it is much later in the month than I would like it to be, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm just looking at the calendar and I'm like, where did the month go? I don't know where it went. I do know that all but one of these spring creations was adopted. Yay, thank you guys so much. Seriously. This little dude is the only one that's left. Little butterfly turtle. Nope. Yes? No. My bad. The tulip turtle. This is the little dude that's left. So this little baby that's left looking for a home. And don't break things. Oh my God. Not broken. Wow. Lily, are you okay? She has had catnip. She has had cuddles. She's looking at me. She's like, a snack time, Mom. And I'm just like, nope, it's not snack time for her yet. Later. She already had her snack earlier. So yes, what I am thinking of is I'm kind of going crazy. I've been feeling a little off this weekend, like from Thursday. Now, I'm not quite anxious, but I'm not quite relaxed. I'm not very zen at the moment. Just like kind of on edge. I feel like maybe I did not sleep well this weekend, so that definitely did not help. I also felt like I was kind of either getting a cold or getting over a cold. It's probably just allergies. The air is super dry up here, which makes it difficult for me to breathe. I apparently like my air moist and humid. Dry air and I do not get along. I found that out when traveling 4 years ago when we moved up here. And usually it's okay. I mean, the winter is a lot drier than I am used to, but we have a humidifier going. We did not put one up this year, and I think I'm feeling it. It was starting to get warm, and then Friday we had snow, just a little bit, and then we had 24 hours of rain, and now it's freezing cold again. It is freezing. Or we had rain on Thursday too. We had rain, then we had snow, then we had a little bit more rain. And now it's down in the 20s. It was only in the 30s and 40s. It wasn't that much warmer, but now it's in the 20s and it's freezing, and I have my heater on at full blast, and I'm going to have a little bubble of warmth, so that's okay. I mean, it just comfortably in the chair. Also, my back is still sore, which kind of sucks. I was doing better, and then I stood and prepared dinner. I should have just sat down and done that, but it doesn't feel right, like sitting at the kitchen table prepping food, or even sitting on a stool at the countertop. It just doesn't feel right cooking. I feel like I need to be standing over it. And I stood for too long, and my back was hurting. Not as bad as last week, which is nice. So I have a sore back right here. Kevin did rub it a bit. My knee was bothering me hacking bad this week. He actually massaged that for like 2 hours. I love just being. I'm not even gonna say getting old, just being Nico. It just comes with a lot of pain. So there we go. I think for my next collection, I want to start Studio Ghibli. I have already gotten some words written down, some ideas done. Also, I want to work on my Neopet stuff. They did extend their artist applications. Like, what is the word? Artist applications. I have made 3 different size. These are just blanks, masters, paintbrushes, and I thought I had missed the application deadline, but then they extended it, which is amazing. So I have some paintbrush things that I have successfully made into molds. And even if Neopets does not end up accepting me as an artist, I'm going to be doing seasonal paintbrushes because that's just how I roll, apparently. I'm also a bit obsessed with these. I always have been. Some of the first things that I ever made was my Neopets. I also made miniature paintbrushes, and they were all in just this plain clay. And somewhere in Florida, because everything's in Florida, I have 10, 20, probably just slightly smaller than this size paintbrush that I made. Just hecking around, playing. So yeah, I have those. That's a new thing. I do want to start Studio Ghibli. I did say that. Also, I have 2 color theme creations because the colors, like, where am I going to pick you up? The colors for spring, obviously, was this aquamarine color that I made with the opal. So the opal aquamarine, a teal, and then just a really nice neutral brown. And then the tulips that accented with the butterfly. But it was the 3 main colors. I have since decided I'm going to do another color collection trio. It is going to be purple with brown. I don't know if it's going to be the same shade of brown. Kind of want it to be more like my shirt. It looks similar. This is just a little darker in person, not by much. But I want it to be my shirt, like my boobs. No, my shirt. I want it to be just a little bit lighter, less chocolatey, more brown. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. So it'll be purple, brown, and silver. And then I'm going to probably do another one, also with a brown base. It will be a kind of spring green, brown, and white. So like a white opal. That is my idea. So I have 2 of those already written down, planned. Eventually they'll come to be. Also want to work on my fruit series. I am seriously needing another fruit series set. It's been 4 years. All I have done is lemons and coconuts. And I don't remember which years I did that. I swear I did one the year we moved up here, and then I think I did one the next year. I'm not 100% sure. But I want to do another. I'm just looking at my sculptures. I have a coconut sea turtle left, and a coconut unicorn. And I have a pink lemonade unicorn, or Chiron, I should say. That was a custom for someone that never made it home. That's okay. She's mine now. So, I do want to work on the fruit series. I think I want to do dragon fruit. So it'll be white, black, and pink, and green accents. I also kind of want to do banana, which will be yellow, a light yellow, brown, and a little bit of green. Yeah. Let me write these down. Excuse me. I love that I am just using, I don't know why, but there was some update in the printers, whatever, from USPS. And usually when I print out my shipping labels, I could do 2 labels per page. Well, there was some update when we were in Florida, like 8 years ago. And it only did 1 per page, 1 label per page. So I had like half of a page used and the other half is not used. And these are that half. So ever since I've been up here, I have a ton of unused half pages. And I'm not just gonna throw that away. So I'm reusing them. I'm thinking I might actually just make like a little scribble journal and try some bookbinding eventually. Not now, but eventually, like a little handmade bookbinding thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm using the half page that's not printed on to be my creature idea layout. So I have like Christmas and coral reef stuff and chibis and Sakura collection and Valentine stuff. Anyway, I have Ghibli written down. I'm going to make a page. There is no rhyme or reason to this either. Like it's not in any order, which is crazy for me. I like my stuff being nice and orderly, and this is the one, other than my office, we are not going to talk about that. I am living around my mother-in-law's stuff. I've just made a niche, little cubby, surrounded by all of her stuff that I will eventually get to. Eventually. We're not going to talk about my office mess, because it's only like 20% my mess, and the rest is 80% that was her mess, which is now I've inherited, and I'm not claiming it. Anyway, so this is like the only thing that has no rhyme or reason to it. Most of my little notebooks that I have, I don't know where they went. I have no idea. That something ate it, got sucked into a void, it fell somewhere, I don't know. But I've been using this for the last year or two. 3 years. Anyway, I've just been adding to it, which is just making it more of a book. So I just open it to a blank page and I start writing on it. There's no order to it. Everything is all mixed up. It's fine. I run out of paper. I take another couple of sheets, fold them in half, and I got new pages. Anyway, I'm not chaotic. I'm a little chaotic. I also have to get myself a smaller clipboard, like a half-size clipboard for in here. That would be nice. I only thought of that today. So fruit series, excuse me. And it's just, I find that it's easier for me to, like, after I think of some things, write it down. Otherwise, the thoughts just go away. And then I'm like, I know I had an idea for something, but I don't know what it was. Just write it down. Just write it down. And try to keep it in roughly the same area. Dragon fruit. And banana. All right. I know I had a list of other fruits, but it's not in this, so let me open this back up to the next possible collection. Back to the Ghibli. Anyway, for the moment it works for me. It's just kind of workable. I still have to bring this upstairs. Have not yet. That's all right. I'll live with that. Let's see, what else? Family stuff. Dad Carter is doing okay. His last session for physical therapy should be tomorrow. He should be graduated out of that, which is nice. Brother-in-law David is fine. Kevin and I are all right. The kitties are fine. Very demanding. Lily is just like being very pushy for extra treats today. I can't say that word very loud. Orion thinks he hears it and he just comes barreling in here. Lily just comes in and demands it. So that's fun. It is fun, but at the same time I'm just like, I can't say certain words. Usually I call it the T word to my husband, and we call catnip because we know that word, just nip. And I haven't quite associated it yet. So I think that's essentially what I have. I'm going to end up having to order some more clay. I'm really trying to push that back. I'm working with what I have. I think I have enough for Ghibli with what I have. I might need to run into Michael's and get like green or something. Do I have green? I have some weird greens. I might have some regular green. I'm not 100% sure. But I think I can work with Ghibli with what I have. I do have some more flatback rhinestones that I ordered that will be in this week. I'm excited about those. It's fun to be able to use the rhinestones, because I normally use the antique glass rhinestones. They're rhinestones that have never been used, made in the 40s and 50s, and some of the 60s. I haven't really gotten a lot from the 60s and 70s, but they're just glass rhinestones, which are these. They're beautiful. I've been using them since like a year after I started using the antique glass rhinestones that I get from another small business. What is the name of that business? Moonspheres. 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 I love her. She's an amazing seller. She's on Etsy. And I usually do the glass rhinestones for the Chirons also, antique glass ones. But now that I have some flatback rhinestones, they are resin and they're very pretty. They are very, very pretty. It's fun to just be able to kind of go to town and bling things out. Like on this witchy hat, I just have a tiny little pool of rhinestones that... What fell off? Fell into the basket. Oh, it's a tulip. Okay. I'm glad that I did that now. Not that I expect people to get, whoever adopted this, to get it and then like dump it forward, but I'm glad. It just needs to be stuck in there. But I just made like a little pool of rhinestones. Little brown ones, just to give it a little extra oomph. And then I have the little dewdrops, the little water droplets. They're very pretty. So yes, I like just being able to do and use the rhinestones without worrying, oh my god, my supply, I don't have a lot. The seller has a lot less glass rhinestones than she used 2 years ago, because the supply is not just a continuous supply of glass rhinestones from warehouses. And I like just being able to go, bleh, here, just throw the rhinestones on it. Also, I really enjoy making, I don't have one on me, what did I call them? Oh my god. My brain just went full fart. Anyway, the crescent moons that I've been making, I really enjoy putting rhinestones on the very end of it. I think it makes it look magical. I really don't remember what I called them. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, I like being able to use the rhinestones. I have not really used Swarovski rhinestones, like flatback rhinestones. They're very expensive, but they're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. They are stunning. And I know there are a couple other brands that are on par with them, but for Swarovski itself, they stopped as a whole making rhinestones. They sell flatback rhinestones under another name, but they are expensive, and they essentially a couple years ago stopped selling Swarovski rhinestones and just wanted to make it high-end crystal jewelry, just glass jewelry, and like sculptures, crystal sculptures and stuff. They wanted it to be more high-end, and as a whole, the brand is taking itself away, in my view, from the common person that was able to get it and add some extra special bling to things that they were making. They're making it less available to normal people, and I don't support that. I really hate that. I get very heated about it. I'm not going to. I'm not as heated about that as I am with Etsy as a whole, but that's why I don't have an Etsy shop anymore. But yeah, I just don't support the Swarovski brand. The seller, I can't remember her name, but Moonspheres, where I get my antique rhinestones from, she also has Swarovskis that she has rescued from being inside warehouses and stuff. And I would buy them from her. I have bought them from her in the past for custom orders, which is fine. They're older stock. There are things that Swarovski itself is not making money from. They already made their money from it, and they're not making money from me buying stuff from her. So I'm not directly supporting their brand anymore. And I haven't been since they did their whole thing. I'm just like, no. No. You're trying to make yourself into a more elite brand, and you are already very expensive anyway. So I'm not going to do it. I just can't. I can't. Even if somehow Elvenspun turned out and just had a giant boom, and like I had a lot of demand, I still would not use Swarovski unless it was a custom order, and then I'm gonna try and get the Moonspheres shop to supply those crystals. And if for some reason I can't, I will try to get a different brand. I do honor custom orders. Don't get me wrong. I have had to custom order Swarovski crystals before and use them, but that was before they did all of this thing. Bloop 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 bloop. I think that's about it. Excuse me, I do have a possible custom order for either a unicorn or a water horse. In this theme, in the spring theme, which is cute. I have a elfling who is like, do you have enough of this color? Because she wanted a custom order for my last collection. I did not have enough of a certain color clay, so unfortunately I was just like, I'm sorry, I don't have that color clay, and I don't have any way of getting it in a reasonable time frame. It's also a custom mix, and it was also a pain to custom mix. Not as much as that opal clay. Oh my gosh, the Sculpey opal clay is a pain. But that's what I have. That is, why did I talk for 22 minutes? That's what I have this week. I am so sorry for rambling. I love you guys very much. Wow, I can't believe I talked for so long. Thank you. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.